And powerful presence sounds kind of daunting, like it's a hard thing to do. But one of the things that I've discovered is that maybe it's not quite so hard. It might be something that we can choose every single day and have these little practices that help us get more in tune with ourselves and kind of more congruent in our head, heart, gut, and spirit. And when we do that and kind of go inward and tune in inward, that's when we have power. And it is about being human and real and okay with who we are. So that's really what this is about. So I'm gonna show you a practice that I actually learned from somebody at Google at Wisdom 7 years ago, and he said if you want to get present, then anytime during the day you just need to take 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, and tune into yourself and give yourself some deep breaths, and then you'll be amazed at the power that you feel right after that. So let's do that right now and just kind of begin that way. How many of you have done mindfulness practices and have skills in this? Great. So you'll lead the way. All right, everybody close your eyes and take 5 really deep breaths way down into your diaphragm. Call them belly breaths. Notice any feelings that arise, any thoughts that come into your mind. Just let them pass. Now I'm going to take you on a journey, just for a moment, back to the first 5 years of your life. So keep your eyes closed and try to think of the first memories that you can recall. And this isn't easy because most of us don't remember those first 5 years. It might be a good memory, it might not be, and that's okay. Tune in to the pervasive feeling that you had or experienced in those really early years. It might come from family lore, what people told you it was like or what you were like. But tune into what is the most pervasive feeling that you had in those early years. Just make a mental note of it. And as you think about that, notice, is there some part of your anatomy that kind of, that's where it is? It's in my neck, or it's in my belly, or it's in my heart, or it might even be in my feet. All right. You can open your eyes. And if you have something to write on, make a mental note about that pervasive feeling that came up. Because it might have a message for us today. Now imagine every day having the ability to choose to be in your most powerful presence, no matter how much personal work you've done. You're never going to be done anyway, right? So, what if you could just say, I am not at the effect of the world? And in particular, today, in this day and time, stress and anxiety is like at an all time high. And I think that's because we have so much external stimuli coming at us all the time. And it's a necessity. Like we all have our phones and we all have our things that we're connected to, constantly going from one thing to the next. So this is becoming even more important, I think, for us to just take 30 seconds or 60 seconds to tune in and see where our power is. What wants to happen? What is the emotion inside of us? And what do we make of it and do with it? And that's where peace is. That's where calmness is. So we can have it anytime we want. Sometimes if I'm having a bad day, I might have to do this, a dozen times. Some days I just don't even think of it because I'm having a great creative day. But it's there for us all the time. And as Delissa said, the biggest thing I hope you get out of today is that we're all weird. And we all are loved by some people who like our weirdness, right? So we're all human. And that is another thing that can kind of help us stay connected to who we are. So just always remember that.